Buckle up, y'all. This might be long, but rock with me. I finished Sheep's Clothing last night. And Sheep's Clothing is urban fiction, and it's a story about Pawn, and he is serving a life sentence. And 12 years in, he's trying to figure out his case so he can get out early. And it basically goes on this journey about, like, you know, it shows you what led to him being locked up, and basically his journey about freaking listening to his intuition, loyalty and betrayal. Okay, because it was giving trust nobody. And it also follows Peanut, which is his little cousin, who literally just gets to prison because Pawn, at his point of trying to figure out his case, he goes from prison to county jail, and Peanut comes into the prison. So he's like alone, you know what I mean? And he doesn't have any familiar people with him. So he's just trying to figure out what's going on in prison, and he is soon to learn that it's a completely different ballgame. Like, literally, he has to figure out a whole new technique about how he's gonna maneuver in this situation. And I just want to say I really enjoyed this. Actually, love this. Actually, I'm not a paperback person. It wasn't available on Kindle, but I did get this paperback, and as you can see, probably about midway through, a lot of stuff started to like not make sense. A lot of stuff, I had a lot of questions. I feel like this was like complex low-key because there was like a lot of chess references. I don't play fucking chess, so a lot of time I had to Google what stuff meant, because I had no clue. But luckily I did, because a lot of that stuff, because I was like, let me skip a couple of these parts. No, you got to pay attention. You got to lock the fuck in when you read this, because everything ties some way in there. So you got to pay attention. But everything got answered at the end. I would say the writing is super vivid. And I did also let him know that I feel like he needed a trigger warning at the beginning. But he was like that. He feels like trigger warnings kind of like spoil. It's like a spoiler, and it also makes you anticipate what's gonna happen versus paying attention at the beginning of the book. And then you always trying to figure out who's gonna do this to this person. You know what I mean? And honestly, the incident in the book, it wasn't that bad to me. And it was like necessary for the plot. It wasn't just like some wow, but it was kind of like necessary because it shows you that the character was freaking manic. I wish I could tell you what happened. This is why I want that freaking book club. But anyway, it shows that the freaking character was manic. Okay. But other than that, I really did like this. It had me rereading some portraits, and like I said, had me on Google a lot of the time, because what the are we talking about? And I did miss my Kindle freaking dictionary because some of the words in here. But I really did like this, and I like Pawn. I feel like the ending, it low-key pissed me off. I'm biased because I'm a happy ending person. And this ending was kind of one of those like, hey, you know what I mean? Kind of like, hey, make up your own. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It was necessary because it kind of like goes with Pawn, like with his lifestyle. But it kind of pissed me off a little bit. But yeah, but otherwise, this was a good one. And if you made it to this ending video, I like you a lot.